Hi, my name's Toby Pierce, and I'd like to share a devotional thought with you today. Way back in the summer of 2004, some time ago now, we were visiting the Rocky Mountain National Forest in Colorado, and our family was on one of the trails, and somehow we got off of it, and we got lost. And we walked and we walked and we walked and we walked, and our youngest daughter was only 4. We were carrying her, and finally, we we see off in the distance. We see a ranger, or at least some kind of a official worker kind of person, and so we headed that way. And when we got there, and and here we thought we were lost, and now we're found. But we got there, and well, this person told us that we were trespassing on a federal construction site, and he sent us back the way we came, back into the forest. So we were lost, and then we were lost again. It was very disheartening. There was another time that I remember feeling very lost. Uh, I was in about second grade, and we had gone down to White Sands, and my brother and I had just we burst out of the car, and we ran over sand dune after sand dune after sand dune, just having fun, just being little kids, and played there between some of the sand dunes, and the wind was blowing just enough to cover our tracks. We didn't know how to get back to our parents. And when it came time to begin thinking about that, we ran over a number of sand dunes looking for them, and we ran the wrong way. And then we tried some different directions, and it was pretty scary there for a while. And found out later, I mean, if you check into that, there are people that have to be rescued down at White Sands sometimes for uh, getting lost. Well, finally we found our folks, and we rejoiced indeed. In the familiar story of the prodigal son in Luke 15, Jesus tells us that there was a man who had 2 sons, and the younger of them said to his father, "Father, give me my share of the property that's coming to me." And so the father divided his property between them. Not many days later, the younger son gathered all that he had and took a journey into a far country. And there he squandered his property in reckless living. And when he had spent everything, a severe famine rose in that country, and he began to be in need. So he went and hired himself out to one of the citizens of that country, who sent him into his fields to feed pigs. And he was longing to be fed with the pods that the pigs ate, and no one gave him anything. But when he came to himself, he said, "How many of my father's hired servants have more than enough bread, and here I perish with hunger? I will arise and go to my father, and I will say to him, 'Father, I have sinned against heaven and against you. I am no longer worthy to be called your son. Treat me as one of your hired servants.' And he rose and he came to his father, but while he was still a long ways off, his father saw him and felt compassion, and ran and embraced and kissed him. And the son said to his father, 'Father, I have sinned against heaven and before you. I am no longer worthy to be called your son.' But the father said to his servants, 'Bring quickly the best robe and put it on him, and put a ring on his hand and shoes on his feet, and bring the fatted calf and kill it, and let us eat and celebrate. For this my son was dead and is alive again. He was lost and is found.' And they began to celebrate, rejoicing at being found, and rejoicing at finding one that was lost. In Acts 2, we see so many uh, who have been found, have been saved. And in verses 46 and 47, it talks about that they had gladness and singleness of heart, praising God. In Acts chapter 8, when Philip meets up with a eunuch, well, the eunuch's in a chariot and he knows where he's going. He's not lost physically, but spiritually he is. But after talking with Philip, he's baptized. And it says in verse 39 that he went on his way rejoicing. In Acts 16, Paul and Silas talk to and baptize their jailer. And in verse 34, it says, and when he, the jailer, had brought them into his house, he set meat before them and rejoiced, believing in God with all his house. Gladness, rejoicing. That's how it is. We can rejoice in the Lord. Going from being lost to being saved, oh, it's a complete difference. It's a time to rejoice. It's a time to be glad. And one day, as it says in Matthew 25, then the king shall say to them on his right hand, come, ye blessed of my Father, inherit the kingdom prepared for you from the foundation of the world. Oh, we want to hear those words. It'd be great rejoicing. I hope that you're in a safe situation. I hope that you're rejoicing. If you're not, and if we can help you with that, we'd love to. We'd love to help you with that. If you're lost in the philosophies and ideologies of this world, come tonight, Saturday, this Saturday, beginning at 6 o'clock, for a couple of sessions with Eric Lyons from Apologetics Press. He'll help you work through that, find the way, find God's way, and join us anytime, any week at on Sundays at 9:30 for Bible classes for all ages, and at 10:30 for worship. We'd love to see you. Come and let's rejoice together. Hope you have a blessed day.
If you would like more information, or if you'd like to participate in our Bible studies and worship services, we would love to have you come join us at the Northeast Church of Christ in Albuquerque, New Mexico.